Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk to you about the importance of reducing the amount of echo chambers in your life. This is especially important if you want to be a well-rounded and open-minded individual, because nowadays so many people are incredibly polarized on specific topics like politics and diets and other things like that, and it's ridiculous to watch. You have all these people who are so heavily invested in their side being right and everybody else being wrong that they literally shut off their minds to outside information that could potentially help them, or at least show them that they can connect with everyone a bit better if they were more open-minded. You see, when you allow yourself to become super polarized, you're basically hurting your ability to connect with other people, because as we all know, not everyone's going to agree with you in life. In fact, most people aren't. So if you try to go through life by purposefully surrounding yourself with people who only think similarly to you, you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage compared to others who are a bit more willing to have differing opinions around them. That's how you grow and become better. If you're always surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded, you're not going to change at all. You could very well stay weak and weak-minded, as a lot of these people tend to be. So I encourage all of you to reduce the amount of echo chambers in your life. Or if you're going to have echo chambers, at least choose good ones, like positive or personal development groups or things like that, but not political ones. That's just ridiculous. People aren't going to agree with you on everything, and you should have the open-mindedness to be able to entertain differing opinions, differing viewpoints, differing arguments. It's so sad watching this. Well, here in the US where I live, it's really sad watching people become more and more polarized over time because of the presidents that we've had over the past few decades. It's just been getting worse and worse over time because people keep voting for worse and worse candidates, and now we're at a place where people are incredibly polarized and they don't realize that their polarization is the problem. It's what's creating our political situation. It's why these morons are able to get elected time and time again. So it's a sad thing, and while there isn't much we can do to change the bigger picture, you can change your own life, and that's why I encourage you to reduce your echo chambers so that you don't fall into these traps of basically shutting your mind off to people who think differently than you. You won't grow if you do that. You won't. How could you? You're not going to listen to anyone who disagrees with you. How the hell do you grow in that situation? You won't be able to, because if you do something a specific way and somebody comes along and says, hey, if you tried it this way, you may get better results. It may be more efficient for you. You're just going to be like, dude, my way works for me. I'm not going to listen to you. And you're going to keep doing your way, even if that guy was right and his way of doing things was far superior to yours and could save you time and energy. This is why it's important to remain open-minded and be well-rounded and to reduce your echo chambers. So important. You see this in politics quite a lot, especially here in the US with the Republicans versus the Democrats, and the people are in the middle just want to close their ears to it all because it's like seeing a bunch of children bickering over my side is right, no, my side is right. Two sides of the same freaking coin. And then you have diet with, you have the vegans versus the keto and carnivore people, and they just butt heads all the time. And there's just so much out there, and it's all a bunch of nonsense. Remain open-minded, stay well-rounded. If you fall into the vegan category, don't immediately shut off your mind to all the people who tell you about the health benefits of eating meat. Grass-fed meat, should I say, because most of the time, meat problems are probably going to arise from the antibiotics and hormones in them. But anyway, that's another story entirely. And then if you're a Democrat, then don't immediately stop listening to Republican people just because they think differently than you. And same for the Republicans versus the Democrats. It's so ridiculous how people can't communicate anymore because they're so polarized and so solidified in their beliefs. The philosophers and intellectuals of old would probably look at the way things are now and be like, what the fuck are you people doing? You're just becoming anti-intellectual because you want to believe you're opinions so freaking much that you can't handle someone telling you that, hey, maybe there's a better way of thinking about things, or maybe this could help you, or maybe you're even wrong. People just want to protect their ego so much that they surround themselves with all these yes men, and then they don't end up growing because of it, and they pretty much aren't going to maximize their potential in life if they put themselves in these echo chambers. So don't let that happen to you. Oh man, yeah. As you can see, I'm pretty passionate about this subject because it's just annoying to see people become so close-minded over time. Open-mindedness is such a beautiful quality in people, but it's so rare nowadays, or at least it's seemingly rare. I hope it's not as rare as I believe it is, but it seems pretty rare when you go online. So yeah, I just don't want that to happen to any of you. So as much as possible, surround yourself with people who have a diverse way of thinking. You don't need to surround yourself with all these people who think the exact same way as you. And when you find someone online who disagrees with you or has a different viewpoint, be willing to hear them out before you immediately start attacking them for having different beliefs. Just stay open-minded, stay well-rounded. It also helps you develop stronger arguments so that people can't immediately pick it apart because you've shut off your mind to the opposition's viewpoints, that you can kind of include what they would say in your own arguments. So it just helps to be more well-rounded, to not surround yourself with echo chambers. Just your life will be a lot better, and you won't fall into these categories of people who and pretty much turn themselves into weak-minded people because they just don't allow themselves to handle differing viewpoints. So do that for yourself, and you'll live a better life than these people. And I'll step off my soapbox. But anyway, I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!